everyone, I'm Catherine. Welcome to my channel, Read Journal Love. Today I thought I would share with you what I have pre-ordered for the first quarter of 2024. So here we go. In January, on January 2nd, one I have been waiting for months now, is the Essential Archaeological Guide to the Babblelands by Titus Kennedy. And I have read his previous two books and they've been very good. And so this is his next one and I'm very excited. It is from Harvest House and I plan on getting the actual hard copy to go with my other two. And then on January 9th, the Babbleland Breakout, which is the 12th book in the Dead Sea Squirrels, comes out. That's by Mike Nawrocki, who did the VeggieTales. So in series September, I read the first 11 and I need to know. They're stuck in Babbleland and will they get out? So yeah. And that's by Tyndale Kids. I'm looking at my notes, so that's why I look down. On January 16th, the Divine Proverb of Steusel comes out by Sara Brunsvold, and I've been very excited about this one because you know how I felt about Mrs. Kipp. Best book of the 2022 for me. So this one sounds really good. It involves ancestry and cooking. It's kind of sounds like that movie Julia. So I'm excited to read this book. Then in February, so I'm trying to do three a month. And so for February, on the 13th, While the City Sleeps by Elizabeth Camden comes out. I love Elizabeth Camden as an author, and this one is historical. So I think it's in the Edwardian times of around, New York City, which most of the ones I like from her books are up around that area, and the one in Washington, D.C. I really liked about the map librarian. But this one, she's a dentist, and it's like in the Edwardian times, I think, like the early 1900s, and it should be really good. And that's by Bethany House. And on that one, I've requested it through Libby. So I think it said like I'm the 16th in line. So yeah, I doubt I'll be able to read it in April, but I'm considering that a pre-order because I put it on hold quite a while ago. February 27th, The Rescue Story, Faith, Freedom, and Finding My Way Home by Zach Williams comes out. I really like his music. He's one of my favorite Christian singers. It's like he's relatable, especially that last album. Wow. If you don't know who he is, he's the one who sang Chainbreaker on his first album. And this last one he did, it was just so good. Yeah, he's been there, he knows, and so you can relate to him. And so this is his story, and I'm very excited to read it. I love biographies, so I love music. I like Zach Williams. I like, recovery. I love a good testimony, so this is going to be great for me. It is published by Zondervan, and I'm going to get that one as an ebook. And then the 27th again, A Lady's Guide to Marvels and Misadventures comes out. That's by Angie LaBelle, and that's from Bethany House. I'm going to also get this one on Kindle. This one is one of those like books that sounds real quirky to me that I like it. In a way, it kind of reminds me of Stardust in that there's like an owl, a flying machine owl, and it's set like in it's like historical times, and there's just a lot of like quirkiness to it, which I'm really gonna like. So I pre-ordered that one. We'll see how it goes. I think she's a new author because I've never heard of her. And then on that's all for February. So in March, on March 5th, I've pre-ordered, I've had this ordered again for a long time. It's called Restored in Tuscany, and it's by Angela Correll. It's from Harvest House. And I love that movie, Under the Tuscan Sun. Like, when it first came out, like, it was in the movies. Like, I've had a thing for Tuscany and Florence ever since I was in high school when I first read A Room with a View and saw the Merchant in Ivory movie of that. I love A Room with a View, but as you know, it's set in the Florence, and so like I've just had, well, half of it, and so I've had a thing about that, and so yeah, I'm excited to read this. It's kind of like she like has a, I guess, I don't know, it sounds like she has a midlife crisis, and she buys a house in Tuscany, and it's her restoring it, which, I mean, that's just like Under the Tuscan Sun. So anyways, on the 12th, Flirting with Disaster, a true travel tale, comes out from Angie, Orth. It's by Worthy Publishers. This one sounds really good. It's about a girl, she's 30s, she's still single, and so she decides that she's going to quit her job and become a travel blog writer. And she goes to South America, and she like goes through like tsunamis and hurricanes and all types of like misadventures in her travel. And it's Christian, so it's like how God is teaching her through these things. And so that's going to be really good. I do like to travel. I don't get to do it very much because, you know, of my fibromyalgia, but yeah, so I'm going to enjoy that book. And then on March 13th, I could be wrong, but I doubt it, by Philip Robertson. Now, I really like, I like Duck Dynasty, and I really like that family. So I try to read most of the books that sound kind of interesting. Phil's are mostly what I read the most, but anyways, this one, the title of the book, I listened to their podcast and everything, so like that title, the I could be wrong but I doubt it, the son Jace says that a lot, and he's always like, I should make up a t-shirt, and so yeah, I guess Phil kind of stole that line. And this is his book and another one, and so I'm excited about that. It's by Thomas Nelson, and I'm gonna get that one on ebook. And then on the last one, on March 19th, Just for the Summer by Melody Carlson comes out. It's by Ravel, and it's not on Libby, it's not on Hoopla, so I might have to get it on Kindle. So I actually have, this is the only one I actually haven't pre-ordered because I'm waiting to see if it comes on the other ones. But in the spring, in March, Melody Carlson always comes out with her new book. And it's just like a tradition that I read that book. It's a tradition that I read that every spring, and it's a tradition that for me that I read her Christmas novella every year. So I'm excited about this one because it's like one woman in like Seattle and the other one like owns a bed and breakfast in Utah, and she's just kind of like laid back, and the other one in Seattle's like real into business or whatever and the fast life. And so they like, it's one of those home swaps, and I like that. I guess, is that a trope? I get confused with the trope thingies, but I like that. And she just like a couple of years ago had one of that in her Christmas novella, and so she did really good with that, I thought. So this one will be fun too, and I look forward to reading that. And I plan to, like I said, look for the ebook on Libby or Hoopla to come up, but if not, I'll have to get it on Kindle. So that's what I'm doing in the first quarter. Now, this is not all I'm going to read. This is just what I'm pre-ordering. I don't know anything like as far as content, but I know that all of these publishers on my list are decent and, you know, produce good books as far as content, I think. So, I know like Titus Kennedy and the Mark Nawrocki and Sara Brunsvold, like some of them have rereads for me, so I know that they'll be okay. So anyways, I'm excited for this to kick off my new year, and I'm still going to keep up with all my other goals that I had set for myself. So it should be interesting. I started to write down my January list of books, and I was like, oh goodness, I have so many I want to read. But yeah, this is what I have pre-ordered. Please comment down below if you are interested in any of these. If you want a buddy read with me, that would be great on any of these. Let me know what you've pre-ordered. Most of mine are pre-ordered from Amazon, or I put on hold at the Libby. So yeah, I'm kind of lazy that way. So, all right. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a good holiday. Okay, bye.